What's up, everybody? Welcome to our live stream here. Blitz stream. Survived to another Monday morning. All right, Simul survived. Simul survivor. We lost just 2 yesterday. Not too bad. The usual suspects. Astrobate, welcome. Sumahair, first up. No one else in the list. Alright, Sumahair challenge, 5+3. We're taking 5+3 casual. Man, Sumahair, you must have more whites than blacks. It seems like it's pretty frequently you're always playing this classical Nimzo. What am I going to do? What do you do if I play d6? d6. I don't think I've ever played this against him. I never play this move. What you gonna do when they come for you? Right? Old Indian. I know what you'll do. Yep. That's what I was afraid of. He just takes the space. Bob, I'll take the space for 300. G5. So what is this exactly? What are we dealing with here? Space for 300, Bob. Uh-huh. A waiting move. G5. I have this uncontrollable urge to play G5. I usually play like some kind of Ukrainian variations with knight f6 and d6 and e5, but I often, you know, that's a different position because it's my knight's committed to f6. Goodbye. I feel like it's the BOGO. It's crazy. We've transposed to the BOGO Indian. The matched bishop exchange. It's like I played bishop e4 and queen e7. Ah. h3, his favorite move. Ah. Modern development. Don't block your bishop. This is the question. Please wait. Welcome everyone to the stream. We got a challenge from... Oh, Hanzik has to change that. No rated challenges, sorry. Especially on Monday morning. We're definitely not going to take rated challenges. Yesterday I finally won a game in the Hungarian Team Championship. And I thought that would be like my last game for the season. And now my team captain is like begging me to play 2 more. Like, you give them an inch and they take a mile. If I hadn't won the game, maybe he would leave me alone. They think I have unlimited wins available or something. 1 win a year is like my limit. GG. asking for me to win like more than one game a year. Hanzik, yeah, I forgot. Who is Hanzik again? Kind of asking a lot. Alright. I don't know. I'm out of time. Speaking Hungarian. Yes. What are you gonna do? Castle Queen side? This is my queen. That's a queen. Oh, you're gonna attack my pawn on a5? How dare you? Deep maneuvering. Weak point a5. That's all right. I can deal with that. G7. Where are your weak points? Not a bad thing to do when you're playing. Asprey gifted a sub to Tezik. There's Tezik now. Oh, if you have nothing better to do while you're waiting for your opponent's move, try to identify the weak points in the position. My half of the board, these are weak points. It's interesting. Sumeher has a weak point at G2. But that's it. He has one weak point in this whole half of the board. I have two. It's kind of interesting. Queen G5 headed for weak point. Me love endgame. Cookie Monster. Oh, there's another weak point. Look, boys and girls. Those new weak points. There was... Well, B4 is not... B4 is a weak point. I didn't identify that earlier. I missed it. F4 is a weak point. Ah. But this is protected, Holmes. That's the base of my pawn chain. And a very important pawn. Uh-oh. So C6 is possible, but it's a bad idea now. Get in there. Maybe I should play H6 first, then he goes knight H3. Alright. Masked Pikachu. C5. It's a horse free-for-all. Look at all those horses. That's a lot of horses we're looking at here. I don't like his last move, but I guess he had to. Because I was threatening like knight takes e2 and then grab on g4. He couldn't play like king f2 without dropping a pawn. Now he loses a piece. No, he doesn't lose a piece. Alright, I take it back. He's losing a pawn. That's better than losing a piece. But I was very careful to avoid any of Sumer's kind of like knowledge in this game. I'm not going to give you my Godzilla Knight. Mm. He's a fighter, not a lover. Survivor. Oops, I hung my G7 pawn. Alright, ooh, good game by me today. This works. You gotta pay attention carefully in the opening. Yeah, that was one of my better avoiding Sumaher's openings games. Hanzik. That's a Hungarian word, I think. Alright. We do take the subscribers. Azerbaijan, what are you talking about? Let's try to keep the quotes chess related. What is that, Spider-Man or something? Tizik, what was he talking about? Tokyo Godzilla. Go Godzilla. Is there a new Batman movie coming out with the Penguin? Please no London. Don't do the London system. I was surprised when you went for the Queen exchange, Bijak. You have more space there, so that seems like not really characteristic for you. Normally you like to attack. I was kind of surprised by that. Your attacking chances are kind of gone after you trade queens. Black's just slightly better in the endgame. You know I like endgames anyway. Feels safer. You had an early c5? I was looking for that all the time. I didn't realize you had it. Oh, interesting move. Knight d2. Well, we can play a Pierce, basically. I know that some people will play d5 a tempo down, but this knight on d2 is not. Oh, he's just going to do that. Anyway. Well. Yeah, we're getting a lot of this lately. I was commenting on it yesterday. Everyone plays this setup like bishop e2, b3, bishop e2. What's that about? Is that like a Hikaru Nakamura thing? Why do so many people play this? Why is it so popular? See it all the time now. So many people who play e3, b3, bishop e2, bishop b2. This exact setup. It's almost like overtaking the London system in terms of popularity. Akor, it's I'm speaking Hungarian again. Akor, it's still better than facing the joke, the slow Joko piano. Maybe. Well, I said it was a Bogo Indian, Bijak. See, since you play the Nimzo, you're not used to playing the Bogo Indian. You can't play both at the same time, so I basically forced you to play a Bogo-like position. That's hard for a Nimzo guy. You're not used to that type of structure. God, this is really a boring setup too. The entire game is deferred until later. We did have the Bogo? How would you allow that? You actually played knight f3? When was that? When you first started playing on the stream? Bishop g7? Oh. Oh, well, yeah, you can call it what you want to call it. I mean, I think that's more like a Nimzo, really, because of the structure. I can see you adapting to that, maybe. Although you're usually playing Queen c2, yeah. No, that's something else, really. That's something else, I think, altogether. Like a Nimzo with doubled pawns. I think this pawn exchange is bad for white. In general, and on a basic strategic level. I can play e4. Or I could wait. Please wait. Asterbait has the buy. Guys, we have 3 challenges. Subscribers go first. Please subscribe. Financial support for the stream is a little down the last month, so appreciate it if we can get 4-figure donations. That's extremely passive by white. But I guess he was concerned the knight on d4 might be attacked. Here's your c5 break again. Sumer. Not happening here yet. But I think the exchange of pawns on e5 is not neutral but bad for white, because now I have access to these squares. He just dropped a pawn. This is the reason why the exchange of pawns in the center is bad. The d4 pawn keeps me off those squares in general. He saw the threat of knight a4. Maybe I had better there. Though it stops bishop b4. White's very tied up. Does have a nice diagonal. That away. He went that away. Which way did he go? He went that away. Yep. My last move was unnecessary. I should have played bishop c6. Well, whatever. Keeping law and order in the position. The 2 a.m. defense, we haven't played it much lately. That's Tezek's favorite. White is like strategically lost, of course. Clear pawn down and bad structure. I wonder if Queen e5 is better. But I wanted to get my king toward the center. It's a good idea not to trade, I think, for white there. Yeah, he's setting up knight f5 check. Wow. That's pretty nasty. But it totally wrecks his king side. It's basically a cheap shot. There's still tricks. 3 a.m. defense. Not to be confused with the 2 a.m. defense. Now there's another tactic. So he's Mr. like sleazy tactics. Threatening knight f5 by defending his queen on c3. The master of sleazy tactics. En passant tried to trick me. I know about that. Told you guys that's how I lost my like 80 long streak thing. Streaker. Well, the pawn's not going anywhere. En passant. Yeah, an 80 puzzle streak gone by en passant. I was like, what? I don't know. I give up. Yeah. There should be like a warning or something. En passant is possible in this position. Alright. Cheesy Noob. Is Cheesy Noob a subscriber? Somebody give him a gift sub. Or Cheesy Noob, just subscribe. Bam. We're hammering out the wins today. That's 2. 2-0. No subscribers. Very sad. Support your local chess streamer. Or not so local. What happened? Asterbate gifted a gift sub? Wait a minute. Asterbate, did you gift a gift sub? What just happened? Wait, I forgot that you gifted a gift sub earlier? You already gifted a gift sub to Tezek. Right. Okay, but Tezek's not challenging. Oh no, dude, don't play this. And don't watch Eric Rosen videos. This is not good. This is not good. Don't play this. This is a bad opening. Do not play this crap. Play real chess. Try real chess. Bad opening. Don't believe these fake YouTubers. What was up with Bishop c4 again? I don't remember why Bishop c4 isn't as accurate. Don't play bad openings, dude. Don't believe the YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, but I don't lie to people about, you know, the objective goodness of things. I try to be honest. You can check out my replays and my independent videos at Video Chess Training on YouTube. I try to honestly present things there, truthfully, not promoting garbage. Speaking of which, now we'll come out with our series on the 3 a.m. defense. What do I do? White is much, much better. Control the center. What's control center? Is that important? Now he's playing this about as well as you can play it. Maybe queen e4, I don't know. It's a bullet guy. Is this the player I played in this opening before? That would make sense. No, I was black against him. Debunking the fake chess openings. The London system is the number one. You got to take that down. I want to do a series on why the London system sucks. First of all, f4 f5 looks really dangerous here. But it's not really developing the pieces. Maybe I have better. Bishop d3. I'm not sure. Should save bishop d3 for later. Man, I just have a very small edge here. I'm disappointed with this position. Chess is my life. Yeah, well, let's try to refrain from making like direct suggestions about positions while we're playing them. f4. Refrain. Refrain in the membrane. Yeah, I don't have as much as I wanted here. We gotta do something though. Keep growing. I stopped growing a long time ago. Sucks. Well, I am growing, but growing, you know, in a Feingold sort of way. But we're trying to keep that under control. Alright. Alright. Seriously now. Growing my space advantage. Oh, you have that. Master has that move. Damn. Yeah, he's played this really well. Now black's equalized. That sucks. Yeah, I might be worse. I might be worse now. Probably I should just play bishop e2. I think you're going to see by the end of the game black played almost perfectly here. The opening isn't good, but his subsequent play was decent. Actually, perfect. Black likely played perfectly under the conditions of this inferior system for white. I don't remember my first game with this player at all. Yeah, he basically plays perfectly. Very strong, no weaknesses. If only he played like a real opening, imagine how strong he would be. This is like with an unsound opening that's minus 1.5 for black. Imagine how well he would do if he played something decent. He's like handicapping himself. Well, -1, I think. The evaluation is something like d4 here, here, here. It's around -1 in that position. I managed to squander it. I'll take that all day long, you know. I'll keep playing that. I gotta play it better. Yeah, I've been growing more on lockdown. Well, it's not lockdown, but anyway. During the pandemic, I've been growing more. Dude, b6 is a subtle move. It's nice. Very high level. I would say black, other than the opening, plays like a master positionally. Hung a piece now. Wow. So that's his strength. He's like more positional. So many people are better tactically. This particular opponent is stronger in positional play. It's unusual. It's unusual, I would say, at his rating level. See players that are actually stronger positionally. Usually the opposite. So he makes a one-move tactic blunder in a better position. A one-move tactic blunder? Yes, I live in Eastern Europe. Sometimes I try to simplify the way I talk to sound, you know, easier to understand. But a one-move tactic blunder, that's not grammatically correct. Alright. Talking like a 5-year-old. Whatever. Very thirsty. Yeah, I didn't properly refute this opening. Must have made a serious mistake. Now he's got 2 pawns for a piece, which is never enough. Almost never enough. Still very solid structure for black, so... No, there's a lot of ways like black could potentially draw the game. Obstacle or bishop situation. I mean, I effectively have 4 pieces against 3. Whoa, attacking my pawn. That's not nice. I don't like that. That's a good move. I really don't want to trade pawns. When you're up a piece, you do not want to trade pawns in a situation like this. You want to trade pieces, not trade pawns. What a nice defense by black. Damn, dude. Solid bishop on d5. Damn. Cheesemate is here, wow. Long time no see, Cheesemate. I dropped by, I did a raid yesterday of the Art Vegas stream. I didn't stay around to see if anybody was there that I knew. Maybe you were there. I know you like his stream too. But I'm pretty tired on Sunday nights. I just saw you was streaming and so rated him. But after my simul's, I'm usually really exhausted. Anyway, good to see Cheese Mate. Asterbait just gifted tier 1 sub to Scavenger. This guy has very good technique. Look at that. Tough to catch the Tuesday tourneys. Dude, I saw you played in the Boston Chess Congress or something. Very rarely do I take stock of what happens back in New England. But I noticed that you were in the cross table for the Boston Chess Congress. Was it? Is this a good move? Probably not. Oops. I've never played, that's a new tournament since I've been living in Europe, so. Well, I mean, I've gone back for tournaments to the United States. This guy's technique is good. Man, he only made that one really silly blunder. Wow. Can't believe how bad I'm playing this position. I'm just gonna go. Holy crap. Damn, dude. Wonderful bullet player. God. He's got unbelievable technique. I think it's over. Damn, dude. Brutal. He won't resign. It would be good to resign now. Give other people a chance to play. Man, I mean, was the game like 20 minutes long or something? That's a good feature. We should have like a game clock or something to tell how long this game actually was. Total time spent on this game. That must have been one of the longest 5-3 games. Thanks, Astrobay, for the gift subs. 2 gift subs today to Scavenger and Tezik. Good to see Cheesemate. Thanks for subscribing. The cheeses are in full. All of our cheeses are in full display today. Cheesy Noob and Cheese Mate. I don't think we've had both cheeses at the same time. Cheesy Noob, back after a Simul win yesterday. He played dumb in the opening. That was like the worst opening you've ever played, dude. I was convinced you were like 1200. Wow, Cheesy Noob. I mean, that was seriously playing dead, playing dumb. He played the worst opening he's ever played. I mean, it was horrifying. And I had no clue I was playing a decent player until it was too late. Seriously, I mean, you really fooled me. Okay, so this is like kind of a main line. Whatever it is. All these E6 Sicilians confuse me. I don't know, I guess it's a kind of con, right? Naming. Try something different. I never play this. I would normally play C4 there. Or maybe F4. Probably B3 is not that great. Black setup is Skaveningen. I mean, C4 probably quite normal here as well. I don't know how many chances I want to give him to play like B5 objectively. Standard Khan. The Wrath of Khan. Wrath of the Khan. But nobody plays, I mean, lately I've been playing the Roslimo. Not that many people get into mainline Sicilian, so I don't have much practice of late. No Sicilian practice, really, these days. This frankly looks like a kind of standard position. Knight d5. Classic. El Clasico. Piece sacrifice. It's like a hedgehog. I mean, black is playing the hedgehog, essentially. I mean, you might ask yourself, why is this not a hedgehog? And you would be right, because it is a hedgehog. Essentially, the hedgehog is symmetrical English, technically, but this could have been a symmetrical English, too. Maybe it's not. Maybe the Sicilian counts as a hedgehog. I don't know. I guess it counts. We're shellac. We count. But anyway, I mean, you might be able to play knight d5, ed5, pawn d5, and then wedge a knight on c6 as sort of positional p-sac. Or f5. But I mean, it's a little over the top, honestly. That's a standard hedgehog sack. Knight d5, ed5, cd5, queen b8, knight c6, bishop takes c6, d takes c6. I'm just not sure if I have quite enough compensation here. I don't really have to sacrifice a piece, obviously. But what else can I do? That's the question. What the heck else? You could take with the e-pawn and sack a piece. I don't know, man. I just don't have enough practice, as I said, in these type of Sicilians. Get the battering ram ready. What am I gonna do, you know? So now that diagonal can be dangerous, clearly. We've got the queen to protect here. Rook lift. I like rook lift. I mean, maybe my other rook is on the wrong square. Should that be over here? At this point? Wrong square, rook. Should that c-pawn? Yeah, exactly. I have e5. Viscous. It's a viscous. 1, 2, 3. Viscous substance. E5. Wow. Have rook lift. We'll travel. Or not. Maybe that rook. Yeah, it doesn't matter. White has ominous kingside threats here. Yeah, that stops me from playing e5, sort of. Sort of, right? e5, take, rook takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. Sack the exchange. Man. Knight d5 again. Sacking a piece. Are you telling me I put my rook on the wrong square again? I should have put it on d1 now. e5, take. Check. Runs away. Clearly I can't sacrifice a piece here for nothing. Chess is my wife. Subtle attacking themes. Right, okay. I don't have knight g5. I mean, I could play knight g5 there, but it doesn't do anything. So I don't really know how to... Maybe I have a way to restructure my attack here. To bring the bishop back to c1. Whoa. Unexpected move. Restructuring my attack has been called. Wow. Jeez. Wow, jeez. That's that en passant move again. Timed out. I don't know. He may have some compensation. I'm threatening to like win the exchange with bishop e4. Wow, he missed a good move. What? After knight d5, he has something here. Shit, e takes d5 works. That's crazy. Wow. I thought I'm just like winning after queen e5, but apparently not. I must have missed something. What is the deal? So you just play d4? I guess just d4. I don't have enough. My king is very open here, I guess. You probably have something. Something somewhere. Knight d5 was not the right idea. I could have played b4. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It hurt. It didn't occur to me till later to use this idea. Maybe with b4. Till the last move of the game. No, that's actually not that strong either. Oh, it is. It is. It is. It is. Yeah, bad timing on my part. Knight d5 doesn't work. All right, Cheesy Noob. Cheesy Noob is not in this. Is not in the chat. Thanks, Cheese Mate, for the game. Vague. Yeah, you missed your one chance there. I made 2 blunders. I thought I made just 1. It looks like a pretty even game in terms of playing, you know, quality. I was a little faster at the end, but I mean, your position was harder to play defending. So Cheesy Noob. Cheesy Noob. Is Cheesy Noob a subscriber? Should be a subscriber. Somebody must have gifted Cheesy Noob a subscription. Yeah, but I know who I'm playing now, so you're not going to sneak up on me with this stuff again. Like last game. I think we want open positions against Cheesy Noob. Yeah, Cheese Me, I don't know the theory of that line. Probably the variation we played there has some high-level games to a point. I don't know. I don't think that Cheesy Noob should trade queens. I think he's strong in murky positions. You know, while not a bad endgame player, I don't think that should be his strategy here. I feel like endgames favor me. Plus, he's white, and you know he should try to keep the pieces on the board and play for space advantage. Yeah, if we look at, I'll look at that cheesemate game later on my own. I assume that's possibly fairly correct Sicilian type of position. Now you have to know the Cheesy Noob. This cheese thing is driving me crazy. Cheese Noob is anti-bishops. Now, are you against Catholic bishops or Orthodox bishops or all bishops? So he'll probably like give up his bishop for almost any reason whatsoever. I was looking at bishop e6. This is a more standard move. Okay, my knight's on a bad square now, but I gain a tempo. So it's a trade-off. You got to be aware, though. I mean, this is not a good square for me. Be aware. This is not a good square. You have witnessed? You've witnessed the cheesy noob play with the bishop pair? Are you sure? Well, he was probably forced to. Because I, like, traded off all his knights on purpose or something. There was this guy I told you on the stream before we have here in Hungary. This one 2200 player. I won't say his name. He's kind of obnoxious, but a decent Blitz player who would always like purposely trade off his bishops every single game. It's a very annoying style to play against, actually. I think in Blitz in particular, knights are trickier. So if you gear your whole game around playing with just knights, it can be kind of frustrating for the opponent. Huh. Yeah, my position is only equal, it looks like. Damn. Can I play e5? We go for it here? Stopping d4? Well, not stopping d4, but discouraging d4. I discourage you. Yeah, I don't know about this. Maybe I've gone too far this time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad bishop. Is there any need to play f6? Not really. g6, f5. I'll just keep him off with g5. Well, now knight d5 looks good. No more bad knight. Whoa. The Bay City Rollers. Alright. Yeah. Situation. Now it's different. Corrected our bad bishop situation. The market is due for a correction. Ooh. That's another pawn on the dark squares. Come over to the dark side. I thought he had a better try there. g5. Maybe I should just go with g5. Oh no. Cheesy Noob is really losing it now. What's he gonna do? Play knight c5? Wow. You're hanging out too much with Rockport Richie, it looks like. F4 doesn't work. I guess we take here and we roll. That's how we roll. This doesn't look safe for white. Kind of feels like mate. Nearly mate. We don't want him playing f3. If it's OMG, it's for me. Oof. Alright. That has to be a mate here. Figuring on biggering and biggering and biggering. Rook g4 or just rook g2? Oh my god. What? What? Well, that's to pin my bishop. Wow. Everyone is invited. It's made in two, just like that. Wow. It's geometric. Geometric. Got him. That's a nice mate. She's very talented and strange style. Very hard to play against him. Is anyone else here in the challenge list a subscriber to the stream? Being a subscriber has its benefits. You can submit games for our Thursday stream. Play in our simuls. Without question. Be first to play in Blitz streams. Mondays and Wednesdays. Alright, Rishu. I'm sure my pronunciation is horrible. Rishu, I don't know. Indians, their names I cannot say I know how to pronounce. Hungarian has been difficult enough. Alright, Rishu or Rishu, I don't know. It was hard enough to go from English to Hungarian. Let's try e5. I can't wait for a bishop c4. What did I say? Why does everyone play the same openings? Don't understand. Where is everyone today? Are we on lichess? 15 viewers? Are you serious? Okay, it's early. But still, why do I have only 15 viewers? Where is everyone? Oh, good. Thank you for playing something real. Man. Someone played the Evans Gambit. That's awesome. Thank you. A real opening. Now, it's been so long since I had an Evans Gambit, I don't even remember. That is not a usual move now. Okay, I mean, what am I supposed to play? Weird. Knight takes loses a piece? No. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes f7 check. So I have to take back with the pawn or play some sort of counter sacrifice. This immediate exchange is rare. I feel like I face this against someone. No one plays that move. Huh. I guess queen f6. Knight e7, bishop g5. No, if he were to take on e7, I can even take with my king, but obviously that would be significantly risky. But say bishop takes e7, knight takes e7, knight takes e5, so I have to, actually. Weird. I've never encountered this variation before. Knight takes e7, knight e5 is just too strong. So I have to take with the king. Unless I have an in-between move, but I don't see it. But it's very hard for him to attack me on the dark squares. His b1 knight is nowhere near relevant. Yeah, I mean, I feel like his only chance there was rook d1 trying to cut me off. Maybe b5 doesn't really do anything. Or does it? I also have bishop h3. But I don't know. Don't eat the tuna sandwich from the concession machine, for sure. That's like suicide. Man, I don't even want to eat tuna sandwiches from like a restaurant. The last time I got food poisoning was a tuna sandwich. Unsurprisingly. I probably mentioned that before. It was a Hilton, too. Never trust a Hilton. He missed knight takes a7 there. Never trust a Hilton for the tuna sandwiches. So all this work to like be up one pawn. And he missed all sorts of opportunities. Opportunities are us. Resigns. So let's see this opening. What did I do here? Did I actually play this correctly? Man, 55 CPL with a blunder and 2 mistakes. You confused me with this line. So this is actually a variation. Very few games though. If you look at the main line with Queen B3, the engine gives negative 0.4 for black. Whereas with this, it's negative 0.7. Ooh, Bishop G4. So that's really telling right there. Very, very rare variation. 11 games in the Opening Explorer, and everyone played the same stupid move that I played. Except for one person who played knight on G to E7. Which sucks anyway. So nobody got this right. Unbelievable. Yurdichescu, Jumabayev, Grederson, Michael Molyar. Man. We all got it wrong. D takes E5 is the wrong move. That's impressive. So both Bishop G4 and Bishop E6 are stronger. I mean, I thought about this, but I didn't think it was good enough. And it's not, probably. This is the move. Wow. This is freaking important, right? This, friends, is a very important idea. Development above all. Queen B3. Bishop takes F3. Threatening knight takes C5. Bishop F7 check. King F8. Of course, I would have never been able to calculate this out over the board in a Blitz game. Takes. I'm not even up a pawn, so this is really murky. Would you rather have this or the simple way I played it? Damn. This is extremely unclear. White remains with a strong center. Wow. Man, this just raises more questions than it does answers. How the hell are you supposed to decide what to do here? Bishop B6 maybe safer. So I did this, 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 and that's a blunder. Okay. So he's not supposed to castle here. Looks like. Why is castle so bad? H6. Ooh. Only one player found that, Grederson. Back in '99. So in the game here, he has some play. I thought Rook D1. Apparently that's no good. Anyway, more questions and answers. So who else is a subscriber? What are you putting? Are Doomids or Vague a subscriber to the stream? Where is everybody? Giving away free prizes. Where is everyone? Lately. Why is there no viewers? Everyone's freaked out about the Ukraine war. Everyone's watching the news instead of playing chess. Looks like our viewership is sort of like halved today. There's no big tournament, right? Yeah, still. Sometimes, yeah, Mondays aren't great. I still feel like we're missing about 10 viewers. Like, I could see that if... Yeah, no, I mean, I have to schedule my streams when I can do it, but I just noticed a drop-off in viewership today. Usually by this time we'd have 20 plus viewers. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like constantly checking the news, constantly like checking my phone. I only have one friend online. Actually, Astrobait, you're not on lichess? You're not logged in? You're just like watching on your phone, you're not even on lichess? Path past 3. Astrobait doesn't do chess. Yeah, no, it's not the ideal time, but I just see a drop off. It's been a long time since I've been this glued to the news. Yeah, I feel like all I do is like check my phone every minute to see what the latest news is. It's really sick. I mean, that is not good for your like overall mental health. Definitely. I'm way too addicted to like checking my phone for news. It's crazy. Right, I went bishop e4 check today. I never play this way, but let's give it a whirl. Whirl the Merle. Right, we're out of here, dude. You keep our bishop and bring it back to b6. That's sort of ridiculous. He's stopping the invasion. Literally. Oof. Maybe knight g6 is better. Because on f5 I get double attacked by like queen c2 and stuff. I don't like that. Plus I have knight f4. But it's unusual that I log into lichess and I have only one friend online. I mean, that's really bizarre. In the daytime, afternoon, I would always have like 5 or 6, at least 6, 7 friends on. That's really weird. Where is everybody? It's like Creepy. Creepy. Now what do we do? I mean, so it's not just my stream. I mean, there are literally, less people on lichess. What's going on today in the chess world? Magnus Carlsen tournament or something? The Acer mate. He's prepping the Acer mate. Do it. Prophylaxis. You're not mating me on h7. Not today. My knight is flexible. I mean, maybe it will drop back here, put pressure on his d4 pawn. It's not committed. I confused him by playing this bishop b4 check variation. We've got challenges from Vague, Doomid, Dr. N back from a good simul game yesterday. And Master Chula needs to unratedize his challenge. No rated monsters. Time is it? Monday morning. Nice. Nice. Very, very strategic. F6. Yes. I say we go for it. Tempting to sack a piece here. With g3, pawn takes e5. The temptation is strong. Right. Aiming. Amy. Okay, Amy. Now you took the pressure off of h3 now. Knight takes g2. Sacrifices queen h4. I need to be more aggressive. Queen h4. Knight takes h3 and queen h4. Doesn't quite work. Bishop takes h3. No. Queen h4, knight takes f4. Queen takes f4 check. He just keeps hanging on by a thread. g3, queen h6. Looks like we're very close. To a combo here. Queen g5 doesn't quite work. Nothing quite works. He's got lateral defense. So I think This is a tough call. Knight g2, double P sacrifice. Interesting. Knight g2, bishop takes h3, check. Almost. You might want to take on e5 and then sacrifice something. Alright, I gotta go. White's just hanging on. He's gotten stronger lately. Quickly seeing the move. Well, now I remember why this makes sense. So I have g5. Gotta do g5. Or not. Rook f4. h4, rook f4. You can also play knight g4. Mm-hmm. I have tactics, takes. But it feels like it loses the initiative. I'm gonna pass. Oh. Wait. Damn, dude. He's getting ridiculously strong. I don't know why I was 1900 now. He's like way stronger than 1900 at this point. I don't know, dude. E7? Wow. No, it's a show of solidarity. I'm in Budapest, Ukraine. I'm not in Ukraine. We're showing solidarity. Most of the world. Moobot. Moobot just deleted his message. Oh no, Sire. Shame Mr. Coffee's not here. Alright, Vague. Vague is up next. We lost a challenge from Dr. N, who really is in Ukraine. Tough game. Astrobate, now you're my only friend online. No one calls me Sire and gets away with it. We have a queue to play. There are 3 players challenging currently. Dumas, Heroku, Dr. N. Oh no, not the variation again. Sire is an interesting take on Sir. That's where the Can we get a Sir? Man, I miss Mr. Coffee. Just call me Sludgy. Or Will. Yeah, Sire. I like that. That makes me feel like, you know, I'm like in the British Royals or something. Sir Sludgy. Sire. Don't address me in that way. So this is that variation you played before? The sus variation? No, Move 11 played this against me. That wasn't you. Where do you come up with this? Like, you too? You've been hanging out analyzing with Move 11? We're not going to talk about Vague's ratings. That's his little brother. This is unsound, but I did have a crazy game with someone in a simul who did this. I think the game ended in a draw. It was just insane. My king like walked all around the board and stuff. But he didn't play it. I didn't play it right the first time. Something different happened. White is just down a piece here, I think, at this point. There is that check on f7. Not loving that. This is like my own variation, by the way. I mean, it's all been checked with the computer. But I'm not sure there's any, there's any games where this actually occurred. The point is, like, f6 is an improvement on theory. But it's ironclad. There was a computer from Latvia. His name is Igor Rausas. He used to play this variation for white before he was banned from FIDE. I think he had his GM title taken away. I don't remember. Why? Perchance to ask why. Why? Something to do with, like, you're not allowed to use computers in over-the-board tournaments. Getting caught in the toilet with your mobile phone turned on with a chess program running while you're playing a tournament game, that's kind of a problem. He literally was caught with his pants down. Anyway, he was a guy who played this line. I remember this very rare variation. Bishop takes c6, b takes c6, e5. I played in the French team championship once. I saw him playing it. That was before he started using engine assistance, I think. Back in the mid-2000s. Sire, Lord. Just the only player I can think of who played this line for white. If black doesn't know what he's doing, it's extremely dangerous. You have that move. Wow. Forgot about that. Sorry, I don't use Twitter. There's lots of racist tweets all over the world, but if I was to, like, comment them all, I'd probably be here all day. Not a fan of Karyakin. Never was. He's probably just repeating Russian propaganda. This is an interesting position. Waiting for his next brilliant tactic. But yesterday, like, one of the all-time great NHL players called for all Russians to be, like, barred from playing in the NHL. I agree. You know, and that should obviously expand to chess as well. But I'm not going to make individual comments on racist tweets. Karyakin's not my yeah, I mean, the guy is a Russian from Ukraine, so what do we expect? Now knight d5 check. Ah. So you had a tactic after all. Now he's better. Vegas 1500. I can't believe it's happening again. You outplayed me using less time in a complicated position. I give up. Take free knight immediately. I lose like 4 pawns, dude. It wasn't a free knight. I mean, I'm trying to win the game. If I take the knight immediately, I don't have an advantage. You feel like it's weird to ban all Russians? There's nothing that's not weird. But I think that all Russians should be banned from sport. Well, or at least they have to not play under the Russian flag. That's the very minimum that we can do. It's like the Olympics, you know. Play like individually under no flag. I think that's a legitimate option. I had an exchange with Shirov on Facebook yesterday, very briefly, and he also refuses to condemn Ukraine. And here's a guy who like lived in Spain and the West his whole life. It's just disgusting. I give up, man. There's a lot of very, very crazy people. Say what? Yupun, what are you talking about? I can't wait to see White Senapon lost at the end of this. He's 1500, and every time I say like what's up with you, we get some kind of confusing answer. Shakopa, welcome. Dude, Kasparov like lives in the United States or Croatia or something. You know that, right? He doesn't like live in Russia. He's been sentenced to 3 days jail, according to Ripun. I'm sure, dude. That's very interesting. Wow, I took the wrong way. 1500. I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't. With this guy. Are you serious? He went in Russia? Are you kidding? Wow. I didn't see that in the news anywhere. That's really strange. Why is that not in the news for me? Dude, he's like gonna pull a Navalny and get like tortured and die. What good does that do? Kasparov serves much more value, protesting from the West. That's crazy that you would go there. This is so ridiculous. I'm really, really tired of this guy being 1500. Pretending to be a 1500 and everything. Your ratings don't make any sense. Every time you play me, it's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I give up, dude. I really do. This is the last time I'm going to play him. It's still a draw. I don't know what the game is. You want attention or... Wait till you see this. Game by white. He gave me peace odds in the opening, outplaying me. But he's 1900 on chess.com. Like, okay, whatever. I give up. Just want to show this graph before we go on to the next game. Kasparov's out of his mind to go into Russia. He won't be able to get out. I mean, maybe they still have some flights to, like, Serbia. I can't believe it. That's so stupid, dude. I mean, you know. You can, The last one, too. I just want to run this through the graph, see what we come up with. If you play like this, you can. It is slow. It's a lot of moves. Alright. Anyway, I've seen enough. I'm so tired of this guy. Please don't come back to my stream. Alright. He came back to my stream begging that he's not a cheater, and then he immediately cheats in the first game. It's just... It's absurd, dude. I am so tired of you. Just do not come to my stream anymore with a new account or whatever. I don't care. I don't understand how stupid you think I am. Seriously. It's unbelievable. I've been playing computers since I was like 11 years old, you know? I can tell when people are cheating. I gave him a second chance and he immediately does it again. It's unbelievable. Oh my god. Please cheat on someone else's stream. Just leave me alone. I should play h3 here, stopping bishop g4. You know when you're like playing a computer. I mean, especially when they're rated 1500. He could go to jail for the rest of his life, dude. Kasparov. That's crazy. I couldn't believe what Ripon was saying. I thought he had some article from like 10 years ago or something. That's crazy, man. I mean, he's brave and all that, but I mean, he can't see what Navalny did. If Navalny wasn't in jail, he could do a lot to organize opposition. now he's gonna die for you know, as a martyr, but maybe not even that. They'll just keep him alive. Well, at least if Putin like blows up the world, we won't have to live with him anymore. That's the good way to look at it, I guess. People are so sick of the guy, honestly. No one's afraid of him. If he wants to like destroy the world in a nuclear war, you know, it's a pity he has the power to do that, but he can do that, and what? So what? Do you think he's gonna like launch a nuclear strike and then it's guaranteed world destruction? It's just, you either destroy the world or you're bluffing. There's only two possibilities. I mean, whatever, man. It's a new Cold War. It's possible that Putin is like isolated and he's starting to crack mentally. He's surrounded himself with all these like crazy military hawks. I don't think that he's rational. And I think the rest of the world sees that. This is not a rational person we're dealing with. Hopefully Kasparov protesting can make a difference, but I don't really think so. I think he's just risking his life for very little. It's a mistake. He's better off staying in the United States and writing articles for the New York Times. Kasparov doesn't need to get arrested. I can't believe he would go back to Russia to protest. And he must have calculated that somehow he could get away with it, but I don't know how much leeway he has. I mean, he's not in the Navalny, but still, they could arrest him forever, you know. He's viewed as an opposition figure. I think that's a huge gamble that Kasparov's taking. But I mean, I will admit that it's better than doing nothing, which is what a lot of people are doing. Better to err on the side of taking a stand than do nothing. That's strange. That must have just happened because I didn't see anything about it in the news when I woke up this morning. That would be like front page news. Easily. Sorry for not believing you. But we can't trust you completely, Reap, when you get excited, and maybe you were like posting an article from 10 years ago or something. Your heart's in the right place, but I have to double check your sources. Alright. Chess player welcome. Oh no. Doom is finally cracked. Yeah, I guess it just came up, you know, since I started streaming. I always check BBC, among other news sites, in the morning. I'm here for another 30 minutes. I don't know, maybe the protests in Russia will gain momentum. I didn't think it would have that much effect. I mean, if enough high-profile people get arrested like that, maybe it will make a difference. But I don't think Kasparov alone has enough. Even Kasparov doesn't have enough fame. To alone make much of a difference. Three challenges. Heroku, Dr. N. I'm going to play these games first. Yeah, Reapun, we know all your... Only the latest updates, Reapun, we need. Just keep us, just give us the latest updates. Nothing else. Propaganda. Propaganda is popular. Alright, we bagged a rook. Maybe more. Ooh, I like this. I'm not really optimistic about negotiations between Ukraine and Russia. I don't think there's a lot of cause for optimism there, but who knows. Alright. Hiroku. Then Dr. N. I have time for 2 or 3 games. The only thing good about negotiations is there might be like a brief ceasefire. But I don't think there's much cause for optimism. Of course, any dialogue is good, but you think there can be a world war? There absolutely can be a world war. You know, if Vladimir Putin wants to blow up the world, like, it's going to be hard to stop him. I mean, there's a chance. You know, maybe those in charge in Russia would stop him at the last minute. I don't know, but of course there's always a chance. The world's going to be destroyed by an asteroid eventually anyway, so... I'm not sure, like, my move, knight a3 there, is accurate. I never really played the advanced variation against the French, but I have tried it before. I understand some basic ideas. Struggling to play knight f3 queen spawn positions as black. The queen's game decline is too passive. Or can I study it more? Well, if you think it's too passive, don't study it. Play something else. I don't know, man. The queen's gambit declined is passive. I think I'd rather play the queen's gambit accepted. Something more active. I agree. You know, I tried to play the queen's gambit decline. It is just passive. I don't know. I don't really like it. I'm not sure about like resources for studying the Queen's Gambit declined as black. I mean, everyone like raves about like Chessable or whatever. I mean, I think the best thing to do is not Chessable, but you know, look on the internet, find you know, complete written recent books on the Queen's Gambit declined. There must be a lot. Reliable books written by experienced grandmasters or titled players. There's a lot of information in books, you know, like YouTube videos and Chessable. I mean, it's like a kind of trend, but I think like, you know, even electronic versions, whatever. Like, if you want information about an opening, you got to go to books. There's a lot of chess books written on almost every kind of opening. I don't really play d4, d5 a lot. I like to play more hyper-modern stuff. So I play knight f6. Generally. I like imbalance and hyper-modernism. I've never been a real classical opening player. As I said, I've tried to play the Queen's Gambit declined, but never with a lot of success. Whoops. This is one of those traps where you lose a piece. I didn't even see it. I'm like really lucky if this works for me. So I have bishop e3, bishop c5, b4, right? It's a standard advanced variation trap. It's probably easier to take first and then play bishop e3. But I'm not sure. C takes, knight takes, bishop e3, bishop c5, b4, queen takes b4. Then I have like rook c1. But it's probably easier to play bishop e3, bishop c5, b4 when he's just like screwed. I do have time for 2 challenges. But if you play the black side of the French exchange, you need to know this trap. It happens a lot. French exchange. I mean the advanced French. He's caught in the gears. He's caught in the gears of the machine here. He can't keep d4 protected, and there's no good discoveries that attack my queen or king. So I think that black just loses a piece. The key being, of course, like bishop c5, b4 lever. And if he tries to capture a knight, I take on c5, attacking his queen, and then pick up a piece. Send me some Indian food. Alright. If you've got some extra. My favorite Indian restaurant in Budapest is closed on Mondays. Repun. A lot of restaurants here are closed on Mondays, so don't make me think about food. Right. Alright, so this is critical position. And now, for my next trick, you have to take with the bishop, because he has knight takes c3 check. Yeah, I like Indian food. But I'm not like an authority or anything. I don't know, I don't know it that well, as like some people are huge food experts. We're in Budapest, Hungary. Budapest, Ukraine. I live in Budapest, Hungary. I've been here on and off for a very long time. Haruku has left the building. Yeah, so this is an instructive tactical theme game. Someone asked to join our team. We have a tournament tomorrow night, Rapid. Don't let me forget. I'm going to organize our Rapid tournament on Tuesday. Tomorrow night at 6:30 Central European Time. Okay, challenges time for 2 games. Dr. N. He is from Ukraine. I don't know. Ripun, how many hours ahead are you from here, from where I am? How many time zones do you have in India, by the way? I don't even know. Is there just 1 time zone or 2? 3? No. You could have maximum 2 time zones. So 6 p.m., so you're 5 hours ahead. So that would be 11:30 Indian time. Tuesday nights. You guys must have like, that's weird. It's 5:45? How is that possible? You're like 1.5? There's only 1 time zone. India's a large country. That's weird you have just 1 time zone. The United States has 3. I mean, it's bigger, I guess. I guess it's just the system. Alright. Not an expert on time zones. Uh-oh. Dr. N blundered. Well, it looks like a blunder to me. He had knight f4 there, but then bishop e5 check. Slow Dumb is rating with a party of 69. Slow Dumb, I saw you streaming the other day. Briefly, I checked out your stream. It's not Mr. Slow Dumb. It's Mrs. Slow Dumb, right? Miss Slow Dumb. I don't think that she's a mister. Thank you for the raid. We're actually just getting done here. But we will note that and get you back. Slow Dumb raid. Thank you very much for the raid. Just 15 minutes left and I'm out of here. No, Slow Dumb I saw was a strong player. WGM or something like that. I can't remember. A very strong women's player. I don't remember her title. Maybe WGM. Yeah. I can't prevent black from castling here. But thank you for the raid, Mr. Slow Dumb. Slow Dumb is not dumb or slow. It's one of those names. No, queen e2 gets forked by knight f4. So I'm having trouble coming up with a move here. I mean, it looks like white is winning, but I can't prevent him from castling. And it's not so easy. Probably just knight e4. But I'm not really sure. Yeah, d5 is another good move. I'm kind of like mentally drained. At the end of my streams, I'm not as focused as usual. I could sack on g6 with strong attacking chances. Hey, we had a large raid from Slowdom. But I thought that was funny because I had really noticed her for the first time streaming a couple days ago. Offer to draw. No draw. Oh, he's fast though, isn't he? Yesterday I gave him a draw in a simul, but I mean this is a different situation. Do I have rook takes and knight g5? I'm a tactical buzzsaw. I'm hallucinating. I think I'm hallucinating. I'm just gonna do this. Whatever. There's gotta be a way to checkmate. Bishop takes. And then queen g4. Doesn't work if knight takes. Man, this is annoying. Black's hanging on here. Don't have a mate. I'm winning, but there's no like forced easy win. No mate. You see, I'm gonna have to just like take back the material. I think. I could try queen d3, bishop f5, queen g3. But black keeps hanging on with these annoying knight h5 moves. I think I should just take back the material. I'm up like a pawn here. Pawn up and just play for the win. I don't think that that's a good endgame for black. It's a really bad endgame. I have two bishops, weak pawns, 2 pawns up. It's game over. I mean, he probably doesn't play with increment. Guys, I only have time for one more game after this. Do appreciate the raid from Slowdom. Unfortunately, we have to go. Basically, Dr. N is playing like it's a sudden death game. If you're not used to that, you know, I guess you don't know what to do, but you can't play the clock. You can't play the clock in this time control. His approach would work if there was no increment, probably. It's a lost position. Lost is lost. Lots. If you play backgammon, those little pawnies. The little pawnies are weak. And then we unleash this like kingside majority, which is brutal. Mule Skinner, welcome. Welcome back. Senor Mule Skinner. Skinner, how is your mule skinning going? Have you skinned any good mules lately? The good doctor is a practical player. he's a kid, obviously. I mean, he's offering draws, multiple draws. Can you analyze Scotch? I gotta go. Gotta go. Go to work. Teaching chess for money, unfortunately. Where's the mate? Ah. I don't know. I'm just playing whoever is next in the list. He did manage to stop the mate. For a moment. Alright, last game. This is the last game. Harshi. Unless someone else is a subscriber. Which I don't think they are. I would take subscribers first. Last game for today. Thanks to Slow Dumb. We'll get you back with the raid. I've got to follow Slow Dumb on Twitch. So, it's been a quiet morning here. Then all of a sudden we had a raid and there's enough players, but I've got to go. Thanks for joining our team. We got 2 new requests. 2 new requests to join the team. Pawn the team. Thanks for that. And my only requirement is that you have 100 rated games. Blitz or longer. There you go. You're both in. Congratulations, new members of Team Ponda. And the rest of the challenges we're not going to get to. Harshi, what are you doing? He's thinking about move 3. You can play c3 if you want. The Mora Gambit. Can I play the Accelerated Dragon? We can try. This is a bad move order though for black. Are you happy now? I play the Accelerated Dragon. That's actually a main opening in my repertoire. I kind of play it when ironically, Hyper Accelerated Dragon sounds really aggressive, but I think it's actually a good drawing weapon. Here Queen B6 is book, but that's a draw as well. Yeah, I mean Queen B6 is the best move, but it's a draw. It's not a forced draw, but like all variations after this are very, very drawish, unfortunately. If black wants to win, it's almost impossible. Oh, I know what I looked at. I think E6. I was going to try E6. I've probably played that once and lost to someone pretty good. No, that's not right. No, E6 is interesting. Because strong players don't play this line with white. They realize that black equalizes. So you'll never get like a really strong player. Once a 2400 IM played it against me. That was the strongest player I've ever seen play this line. There's one Motolev game in the database. I've seen a few examples of grandmasters playing this with white, but I don't know what they're thinking. They're just like don't feel like playing and want to like draw, or it's not an accurate move order. The main line is bishop b3, knight takes e4, knight d5, and all the variations are extremely dead. Of course, it's possible for either side to lose, but if you analyze it out, it leads to simplified positions. So I thank you for playing the Accelerated Dragon. You have to play bishop b3 here. This is the only good move. Right. Now I take. Always take. Grandmaster Zlatko Linčić. It's just a facetious joke. See, now you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta play knight d5. That's the draw variation. Now Harshi just like loses a pawn for nothing. This is not good. White just drops a pawn and has really no compensation for said pawn. Knight d5 attacking the queen is the only. Interesting move. I was sure you were going to castle and you didn't. But you prevented my plan. Like if you castle, I was going to play d5. It's cute, you know, and then bishop d5, queen d4 check. So you actually managed to prevent my idea. I guess I can play knight d4, going after his bishop. Not sure how good it is. Knight d4. Queen f2. Knight b3. ab3. d6 or something. Could also try something weird like queen c4. Here I was thinking about taking on c2 with check. This is a nice move. You know, trying to get like a mate going. My queen has the fianchetto, so you're not going to mate me so easily with my queen on that diagonal. If I get greedy and grab another pawn, maybe. But black is winning here. I'm up a pawn for nothing. 2 pawns. 2 pawns for nothing. There's no reason to be greedy. G2's hanging though. That's a reason. In general, there's no reason to be greedy, but if you can like destroy white's castling, I mean, that might be a good idea. Queen g2, queen h6. That's actually dangerous. Queen takes check, king f2, my queen takes on d1, and then white plays like knight to g5. I could get mated with no way to defend it. Let's see, takes. Let's go for it. I mean, you have to calculate. Queen h6, queen h1 check, king f2. Maybe actually he goes to a different square, but I think it would be too slow. King f2, queen d1, knight g5. I'll just like check him on a dark square. Famous last words. I could always sack my queen for the knight on g5 at the minimum. You know, so knight g5, queen d2 check, queen takes g5, I'm winning. Winning! Queen d4 check. Ouch. I feel like I made white do it. Like I suggested this idea of sacking his rooks. But it's hopeless. You can never mate the fianchettoed queen. Alright guys and girls, thank you for watching and for the raid. We're going to be back with a Rapid tournament. Is it Rapid? I think Rapid this week. Tomorrow night, 6:30 CET, here on lichess. Team tournament, 7 rounds Rapid, 7 plus 3 time control casual. Everyone who's in our Ponda and Horses Club team is welcome to join. Again, that's tomorrow night. Thanks everybody. See you later. Bye.